Hi guys, welcome back to Clare's Kingdom, where we talk facts, walk fierce, and remind the world that well-behaved women rarely make history. Yeah. Hi guys, as you can see by the title, today we're going to be discussing the allure of Olivia Pope. So what made this amazing, powerful woman so irresistible? Number one is quiet mystery. So Olivia Pope never revealed anything, or she didn't reveal everything, I should say, and she kept her cards close to her chest. So Olivia Pope was magnetic because she was able to withhold information that was not necessary or was not asked for. So in this way, you never really knew what she was thinking, and that mystery made people lean in, and her silence spoke louder than words. And one thing that I noticed about Olivia Pope is that even when she was insulted, she wouldn't feed in, she wouldn't argue, she would just look at the person like kind of like a, really? Like she would make people question themselves, like, hold on, like, am I acting like a child? Like, what's that about? Like, she wouldn't give anybody the time of day to know how she felt. She would literally just give a look. Like, sometimes she wouldn't even acknowledge it. She would just walk away. And that's one thing I love about Olivia Pope, that she was not afraid to walk away when someone was playing in her face. Yeah, she stood on business. So her silence spoke louder than words, which created an air of curiosity and tension in every room she was in. And this in itself is attractive, because people, men, women in general, love things that they can't decode, or they love a little, mind game, a little something to get them thinking, get them to guess what's behind that exterior. So number two, you need to command the room. She commanded the room without raising her voice. She didn't have to shout to be respected. In fact, Olivia Pope was actually a very quiet, introverted character. If you really pay attention to the show, she, in group settings and group dinners, she barely said a word. But when she spoke, it mattered. When she spoke, things were changing in the atmosphere. When she spoke, things were shifting in the air. Things were shifting in the atmosphere. Like, honestly, that woman was powerful, and she had the reason why she alone was seen as magnetic and alluring is that her power was quiet. And that's one thing I resonate with, because people think that being powerful is to be loud or to dominate a room, but in reality, the most quietest person in the room is usually the most powerful. And if you want me to go into more detail of that, guys, comment down below. Because Olivia Pope didn't have to shout to be respected, her presence, her posture, and her unwavering eye contact made people pause. So her power wasn't performative, and it was not something she faked. And that's how you know it was real. Like, it just radiated from her. She reeked of power. She walked into the room and everyone knew, yep, that's Olivia Pope. And next, she was able to stay emotionally disciplined. So even when chaos unfolded, and if you watch Scandal, you know this woman was just, like, the show name was in Scandal. Like, I must be Olivia Pope, because y'all keep putting me on these scandals. Like, Olivia was in scandals, okay? But even when all of this happened, Olivia was able to remain composed. And if you watched my video about Law 34, about being royal and being seen as king and treated like king, I spoke about how to be seen as a powerful person, to be seen as alluring, you need to stay composed. And that level of emotional control, where vulnerability was selective and not public, it made her unpredictable, which also amplified her allure, because people like unpredictable things. Olivia Pope also used her fashion sense and her style as armor. We all know Olivia to be known for her infamous white coats, trench coats, statement coats, which I am a big fan of and I love, and I'm currently building my own wardrobe. But her wardrobe was calculated, clean lines, neutral tones, and luxury without logos. And this is one thing I see so many people messing up these days, is that they feel like they need to get a bunch of designer brands and put them together to try seem expensive or high value. But in reality, less is more, okay? So she wasn't loud with her fashion sense. Her fashion sense signaled status and power. So dressing like you belong in high places, irresistible, guys. And I've tested this theory so many times in my own life. Like, guys, you can be anywhere, okay? Unless it's like low vibrational people, because a lot of low vibrational people may try to break you down. But if you're around people that have open mindsets and, you know, have high vibrational mindsets and values, you'll be seen as irresistible. They will literally chase you down, guys, and I can attest to that. They will literally, you will shine like you'll literally be the light in the room. Olivia was also alluring because she had loyalty within her inner circle of it. For most of the time, let's say, she was loyal to her inner circle. So this means that she was able to protect her people, but access to her was still exclusive. So if you watch the show Scandal, you'll see that Olivia was willing to help everyone. She literally helped everyone with their personal lives. Abby, she helped with her abusive husband. Huck had some serious issues that she was able to help him with, but she still had them at a distance to some point. So that created a value around her presence. So everyone wanted her loyalty, but a few people earned it. Olivia was able to read people, and this is also one of the benefits of being a kind of quiet, reserved, introverted person. She was able to be the one observing the room and reading people. So she was able to anticipate people's motives, weaknesses, and desires. So this made her disarming, and people usually felt seen around her, but they couldn't really see her fully. But people felt seen, and one way to become alluring and magnetic and remembered is that you need to make people feel good. Like, people usually don't remember what you say, but they remember how you made them feel. And Olivia was really good at making people feel seen. And lastly, we see the duality of Olivia Pope when she's soft versus when she's ruthless. So she has this duality about her, and I'm gonna make a YouTube video about this. She was a woman she was a complex woman, let's say, and she was multifaceted, and she had so many layers to her, which a lot of women these days, or a lot of people these days, either lead to either or, whether it's being a soft person or being a ruthless person. But Olivia was so alluring because she was able to have the contrast or duality of both, and so in this way she was able to balance elegance and strategy. One minute she was nurturing and lovey-dovey and, you know, vulnerable with Fitz or whoever, and then the next she's making executive moves and she's just, you know, on her stuff, on her grind, on her working cases with her team. And sometimes she would be cold. That unpredictability, irresistible to anyone, to ever, especially high value men. Go watch my video about how to attract high value men, guys. But irresistible, and not just with men, because we are not a male centered channel. I want to make that very clear. But literally to opportunities, to friendships, to just life, it just makes you vibrant and irresistible. Because I think even in Robert Greene's book The Art of Seduction, people love contradiction. People love what they can't figure out. One day you're this giddy person, next day you're cold, stone, serious, focusing on your work. Next day you're dancing, being silly. The next day your head is down, you're focusing. Like, people love that, whether they want to admit it or not. Okay, guys, lastly, what made Olivia Pope alluring is that she was purpose-driven, or she is purpose-driven. So Olivia's life wasn't just about an image, it was about impact. And this is one reason why I love this woman, because a lot of people try to give the impression of living a well-off life, and we can even see in social media where people try to have this image of being rich or being powerful or being someone that, you know, helps people, being a humanitarian, helping the poor, helping charities. But in reality, it's not their mission, it's just for the perception of it. But Olivia Pope really practiced what she preached. Like, she really wanted to make an impact, and people sensed that she stood for something beyond herself. And guys, the most attractive thing you can do is being your purpose, working your purpose, work on yourself, because people are obsessed with people that are obsessed with themselves and their purpose, and they become obsessed because your vision, your will, your charisma to be so committed to a cause, a talent, a career is so attractive. And that deeper mission made her so captivating, and which is why she was even able to attract the most powerful man in the world, Fitzgerald Grant the third. Okay, and I know some people may be like, oh, but it's just a TV show, but there's so many truths and so many principles that you can learn from this. And I guarantee you guys, if you follow every point in this video, you will see how the atmosphere, how people, how nature, how things just change around you. Because when you become alluring, when you become magnetic, everything and everyone just wants to orbit you. So yeah, I hope this video was interesting, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're on the road to 100 subscribers, and yeah, I'm so happy, guys. I just love this woman, Olivia Pope. If you could check out my other videos, you just keep your eye out for more videos, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Yeah.